welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for checking out this video. So as you are most likely aware, this is a quick video comparing the graphics and performance modes on the Xbox One X. So we're currently in the graphics mode for Fable Anniversary. I can't move him now, my character's... Oh, I'm glitched. Look at that. Go to our whole glade. Okay, well I didn't expect that. Right, well, weird. Okay. I'm gonna keep that in. So, yeah, if you bring up the menu, the old school 360 menu by pressing start and select, or lines and double square, you might cause your character to crash and not be able to move and not be responsive until you bring the menu back up. So bear that in mind. I don't know why that happens. That hasn't happened on any other game I've played. I've played all three Fables on what's it called? Backwards compatible. I've recently been playing Mass Effect. I've played Oblivion. I've played loads of 360 games actually, and this is the only one that's happened with. But yeah, so we're gonna have a little walk around Oakfield. Is this? Yeah, go away. So yeah, so I picked Oakfield because I think it's probably the most recognisable town in Fable Anniversary, or Fable 1. We're gonna have this little walk, not go too extreme, just so you can see the how it performs when you're walking slowly. And as you can see, there is a little, I'm not sure if it is frame rate drop, but there is some jitteriness to it at minimum. And we'll do a little bit of running. That actually feels a lot smoother. It feels generally nicer when you run. So yeah, on the oh, that was a drop there. The or maybe a load. The Xbox, like the self-description is graphics mode makes the game look nicer, while performance mode makes the gameplay smoother. So in terms of how the graphics look, it'll be difficult to tell until we can compare it to how it looks in performance mode. But you know, the world looks beautiful. The colours are very appealing, not very strong like in the later games where they have like full on red, full on green and what have you, but these still very nice. The game is beautiful to look at, and yeah, everything looks really good. We're going to fast travel now somewhere where we can get some combat to see if the game still holds up nice, see if the frame rate drops when we start fighting loads of people. And I think the best place to go for this would be, if I can go there, yeah, Litchfield Graveyard, because we just got the Hall of Man that'll spawn out of the floor for us, and we'll just beat them to death. Re-death. And then we will swap over to performance mode and do the same, except for getting our character glitched. We won't do that again. So I'm going to try and get a nice mix of combat, and just to make it easier so we don't get knocked around the place, let's activate a few spells at the same time and see what happens. Come on, Hall of Men, where are you? Alright, so apparently the Hall of Men don't want to come out to play yet. We'll have to go into a further area, I guess. Where was the further area in this graveyard? It's been so long since I played Fable 1. I can't remember my way around the graveyard. Alright, we'll have to go somewhere else for combat, I'm afraid. I'll do the same. I'll come back to the graveyard just so you can see that again. We could go to Archon's. I won't go there. Not all Glade. Oh yeah, Witchwood Colours Gate. There are some enemies straight away here, if I remember correctly. So again, I'll do the same, so we just get to see how fast the game loads from those areas in performance mode, where it should be smoother, and I assume performance will include load times, surely. It's part of performance, is it not? There we go. We got a couple of enemies. We still got our things active here. What you got? Just make the map really big. Get a nice roll in there. So the game holds up perfectly fine in combat. For people who don't know, this is a very good way to get some easy experience. You just do that until you run out of experience, or till your combat multiplier runs out there, and you'll get a nice chunk of magic experience. As you can see there, you normally only get 3, what's it called? Free experience per summon. This guy to death. There doesn't seem to be any performance issues killing this guy. And again, to a few of these, you want to get that sweet experience. I won't do it a lot though, because that noise is so irritating. But yeah, I am going to save the game. I didn't do it with the other ones, but I'm not sure how Fable 1 will work. And since I killed some people, and the experience in this game is right bob. Lake to get something I believe it is for Xbox, and for PlayStation it's like a blue screen with some PlayStation symbols. There we are, look, we're already loading back in. No time at all. Well, sometime. Because I said that, you see, it's making us wait now. Right, can we skip this? No, we can't. So this one will be a tiny touch longer than the other videos. Because I've done the same style video for Fable 1 and for Fable 2 and Fable 3 as well. If you're interested. Generally, God, they're making me load up the screens a lot on this one, aren't they? So let's load right back in. I guess we'll do it in reverse. We'll go from here. We'll go here first and do the combat. Then we'll go back to the graveyard. Then we'll go back to Oakfield and have a little look around. Was it Oakvale in this one? I think it's Oakvale, isn't it? Where is it on the map? Oh, they're not showing it. It's been blocked. Ah, damn it, just went out the screen. Oh well. We'll see it soon enough. Right, let's do the same as what we did just now. Look at this. This time we're going to go Giant Man with double attack. We're going to get a few cheeky summons in there as well if we can. So, again, it's too early to say as of right now, but the performance might be slightly noticeable. Because I'm not getting that little sort of frame, freeze when the cat... Oh, there was a little one there. But it's not half as bad as what it was in graphics mode. I feel unlike... Ooh, what shit we're doing? Summon it a few times. Get some of that sweet experience. Ah, there's no troll this time. Or ogre. Ogre? Troll? I don't know what they are. I do know, it's a rock troll. Is what it was. So I don't know why I'm lying saying I don't know. Come in here, friend. Again, if you're doing this, I recommend you definitely do it. And unlike me, who is about to stop doing it now, I would highly recommend you do it until your multiplier completely depletes, all the way down to 0, because otherwise you're just wasting that sweet, sweet experience, or multiplier, and you're missing out on thousands of experience. But don't worry about that. I'm willing to miss out on that experience for you. You want to make sure that there are no differences in the game. So obviously this is a area with nothing in it right now. There's no NPCs or what have you, or very few of them. Oh, wrong way. So how does it perform when it's just us, more or less, in an area? The running is really smooth. The walking is really smooth. The area looks very dark, which is probably the same before. You know, this is performing fantastic. I do feel like this one, compared to Fable 2 and 3, does actually perform better when you turn on performance mode. Where those ones, it felt like they performed identical in both modes, and they just looked slightly better in graphics. So it made more sense to go with graphics. But this one might actually be a performance mode like advantage. But we shall find out now, because this was where the biggest jitters were happening. Walking around the town, you know, like, you know, well, I could notice a load of little freezes, because there are NPCs here. No, it's doing it here as well. Even in performance mode, you can see the sort of split cuts when he's walking, and you know, it's just not very pleasant, I guess. It'll run again, and it still does it. So yeah, even in performance mode, it doesn't get rid of this weird sort of jittery movement when you're in a bit more of a populated area. Graphically, I'm not noticing much difference. I paid most attention to the colours when I went down to the chicken kicking competition. So we'll go down there and see if I can notice any difference, and I'll let you know what I think. But I feel like this one will be more or less the same, since unlike Fable 2 and 3, the colours in this game aren't quite as strong to begin with. I think it's turning nighttime as well now, so we're not going to have a very fair comparison from day and night. Oh no, the colours are definitely different, at least from compared to the time of day, because now I can't even recognise this as blue very well. This looks like black, more or less. No, thank you. Right, I am going to, just in the interest of making this fair, let me quickly use a, is it the carrot to fast forward time into day? And yeah, because it's the moonlight fish or something it's called, isn't it? Equipment. Items, where are we? Golden carrot. Yeah, daylight, here we go. Use that. Here we go, nice daytime. So yeah, this is looking black now. I'm pretty sure it was blue in the graphics mode. I could be wrong, but I think the colours are slightly muted in this version, and it performs better to a degree, but in these more populated areas it doesn't. They perform identical. They both have the little frame drops or the jittery movement. So I suppose it all depends on which one you personally prefer on this one. I think I will stick with the graphics on this as well, just because if it's not going to perform better, I may as well make it look a little bit nicer. So I hope you found this helpful. If you have, maybe consider liking and subscribing. Take care and have a fantastic day. Bye now. Ah, no one said that's my man. Why isn't it going home? There we go.